Well, I've been working with Gaz on and off in his various guises from when he was with Supergrass. Did various jobs with Supergrass, and it also then moved on to doing front of house. On this tour, we have the Allen Heath iLive 80, which is the small compact version of the digital mixing system. Our brain stage box is the IDR 10, and also we're using the MEU hub, which is powering over Ethernet the ME1 individual monitoring systems. The main lineup of the band is drums, Loz Colbert. He has got a fairly standard drum setup plus a SPD pads where he's doing some triggering, various samples running here and there during the show. Gaz himself has a digital piano and some effects pedals, and he's using the acoustic guitar, again with effects pedals. And then we have Charlie, his brother, running most of the keyboards, various loops, various bass lines, other drum things, and all the other keyboard sections. We had to have a system that I knew that we could run front of house and monitors without any hassle. So we did some rehearsals, and we inserted the iLive digital system and the ME1 system into rehearsals and had a go with it. It was a bit nerve-wracking for me because you never really know if a musician is going to have the know-how to do their own mix. They might not necessarily know the nuances of what to hear in their ears, but the three musicians just took to it like duck to water, and within 20 minutes they were overjoyed, being in total control of what they had in their ears. And suddenly I had the happiest band. They were just over the moon.
With Gaz's setup, there is a lot more to think about now, and we also need to be able to set things up fairly quickly. But I mean, for example, I've got we're running Ableton Live, which has various sort of patterns and pieces of audio or MIDI that I need to hear. We're running to a click so that I'm in tune with in time with Ableton. And I've also got not just the kit but my electronic pads. So my monitor mix is now developed from when I just might need a bit of the bass player and a bit of vocal to specifically needing certain things for different tracks as well. I've been using the ME1 now for about 2 or 3 weeks. We started using them in pre-production rehearsals, and my first impression was one of a revelation really, in terms of me being able to control my own mix, not having to get the attention of a monitor engineer, or even to continually ask them to change things depending on the song or over the course of a whole set. And it's kind of liberated a lot of things for me in terms of being able to get quite a detailed mix now. And the other thing being that it can save it, so I don't have to start from scratch at each gig. So yeah, I've been completely impressed with the setup on that. It's made me more independent, and also it's made the sound checks so much quicker and less hassle and less chaotic, because instead of getting sound and monitors simultaneously, waiting for each band member to have the attention of the monitor engineer, we're all doing our mixes as we go. So there's more time to talk to other crew, sound men. It's less confusing, less shouting going on, and you can focus on more, the main thing, which is feeling good on stage, getting the sound right out front. So it's really helped the touring setup as well as pre-production and rehearsal setup. I sort of can't imagine what it would be like without it now.
Well, the way I've got this desk set up, as I'm running monitors from front of house, so I've got all my inputs running 1 through to 27, and then I'm internally splitting everything onto my own front of house mix, so I'm completely separate, which gives me total freedom to EQ what I need out front without affecting anything on stage and in their in-ears. And the effects side of the iLive, possibly for me one of the best digital systems with its own internal effects. The effects just seem to work straight away for me. I don't know if it's something that they've been worked at particularly to make them work live, but there's been effects I've used in the past that are very, very expensive, and you physically can't hear them during the show. They're just too posh. I'm currently running just a fairly bog standard short haul, long haul a tap delay, and an ADT, and all of them straight away dial it in, and they brings everything to life, but without even having to EQ or take top end off or do any high pass fills or anything. They all just seem to fit straight away without having to do any doctoring. Wonderful, wonderful thing.